Hey, there we go. Okay. Mike decided not to work. The old plug it, turn it off and on again trick works a charm though. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. I need to link the stream before we get started on my Discord because I'm always forgetting. Always forgetting. Let me get the live stream. Here we go. Perfect. Discord. Copy and paste. Oh, you heard it a little bit right there. All right. And over here. Live for CvC. Boom. Send now. Publish. Wait, it's the wrong thumbnail still. Well, hopefully that will update in a minute. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good day. Welcome to the stream. We've got Rogie, we've got Madchuk, we've got Michael Yang, we've got Wreck-It Nick. Hello, welcome. We like the stream. Oh, cool. Yeah, smash that like button as well. Appreciate it. Let's dive in. We're up against Might of Ares. Cool. For a non-personal reward CvC. They're winning so far, dramatically so, with 105 points in the bag. Might of Ares. Nalok is the leader. Discord is mandatory. 160k CvC. This is looking fairly easy for us, I would say, with only 28 players in the clan. That's one of the biggest things, right? If somebody's down a player, that makes it super difficult to win. Oh, wow. We've got 2x Minotaur. I think this is a Minotaur farm CvC. Gem usage as well. Wow. All right. Farm your Minotaur, get your stuff, and easy enough. We also have a few things overlapping this. Let's begin with cracking an Immortal Soulstone. Let's go. Roger Fernando, welcome. 19B. Oh, 19B. 19BI Games. You just cursed our pull, clearly. It's all your fault. We got a 3-star chaplain from the daily login. My daily login Soulstone, which we just got. Oh, my referral program going well. I should really get back to that. I gave up apparently at level 32, 41 weeks. It's almost a year ago. That's actually flown by. Yeah, that's the free Immortal Soulstone. No good. Dimitri's here. Achievaholics is here. And Declan Ben is here. 19BI Game says, sorry, man. That's okay. We'll never forgive you. It's fine. No. Right. Oh, look at this. We pulled it back. It's dead even now. So yeah, this is a pretty chill CvC. Going to be saving most of the big resources here for next week. Not next week, but 2 weeks time. It's going to be the big personal reward CvC. Almost definitely. 45 minutes on an arena refill. Right, let's do some arena. We only have one token. Okay, well, perfect. I mean, let's see if our team wins here. This team I'm using right here, I've been having some fun with this Sifi team since I pulled Sifi. Sifi is not yet booked, so it's not a perfect team quite yet, but we'll see. Unfortunately, this is kind of it's a little bit weak because they have a Sifi as well. And Lydia's going to be really good against Tormin and Hefrak. Oh yeah, and Hefrak didn't kill anybody. That's not good. Sifi can obviously remove the freezes. Luckily, she's been taunted. That's gonna help. Yeah. Let's do it. That's right. If I had $70, I could pull more soulstones. Yeah, I did a 100 soulstone pull video there the other day, and that's pretty much as much as I'm gonna do for now. They've been pumping out the soulstone packs. There's been so many packs, soulstone pack after soulstone pack for the last few days. But I've kind of reached my limit of how many I'm going to actually pull. It's just too expensive. There's only so many soulstone videos you can do. And I basically sat down and I said, man, I bought one pack for like $50 for a soulstone video. And I said, man, you know, I could buy another pack for $50 or $100 or something, but is it actually going to work out? Oh, wow, we do not have enough damage at all to kill this team. Oh, maybe now we do. I think what we need to happen is to stun the Mithrala and make her miss some of her moves so she misses some of the strengthens and increased defenses. And then maybe we can actually take them down. That's possible. Oh, here he goes, Hefrak. He could do big damage. He did do big damage. And we got to provoke. Let's see. We might actually win here. This is looking pretty good. We got the right lineup of abilities. She's got quite a bit of resistance, but Hefrak should cut through her, and he does. Nub raids. Are you going for the fusion? I'm not fully decided. I'm not fully decided. Yeah, that was a long run, but we got there. Not fully decided yet, to be honest. I don't know. Like, it's going to depend on how difficult the summon events are. I think that's what I would say. It's going to depend on how difficult the summoning events are. Because, you know, I kind of want to save as much as possible. A lot of soul stones. Not soul stones. I want to save a lot of shards. Soul stones on the brain now. I want to save my shards for possible guaranteed events. Really good 10x events, if there's a really good 10x event. That sort of stuff. Burning shards just for the fusion. She doesn't seem like she's going to be that useful for me, so I don't know. Problem is, there's no test server, so I'm not going to be able to test her. We're just going to have to guess how good the champion actually is. Maybe someone will pull her early, and we'll see. Unfortunately, I'm going away to Poland for almost 2 weeks holiday. So I don't know if I'm going to... I'm also not going to be super active during the fusion. It's going to be a bit tricky. It also means, by the way, no stream next CvC. I'm not going to be in the country, so... Going to be enjoying a holiday. Spent £60 and regret it. Nothing useful. Yeah, like the soul stones, it's such a gamble. It's like most of the time you're not getting anything good, but then, you know, you keep buying those packs. Eventually you will pull a high soul for something useful, and that's where it feels good. But yeah, it does feel fairly unrewarding, doesn't it? It does feel pretty unrewarding. It's nowhere near... It's about as expensive as buying shards, but it's nowhere near as fun or as rewarding. It's just like... It's just sort of filler. It feels like, you know... It's sort of a second but worse shard pull system to keep you going, even when you've got most of the champions from shards. But yeah, it's not as good, is it? But yeah, I'm very mixed on this Great Hoof Lorica. Like, she doesn't seem that useful, but it's also really hard to tell without playtesting. Like, she might be super fast. She might take lots of turns with her passive and stuff. Like, she could be decent. Like, and my general inclination as a content creator is, if it is possible for me to get a champion, it's that I should get them. But yeah, it will depend. Like, if I wasn't on holiday. But yeah, look, long story short, most likely I will get her, even though I don't think she's going to be good. But I don't know that for sure. Poland, where? We're going to like Krakow and stuff like that. So yeah, should be nice. Should be nice. Never been to Poland before, so... Yeah, like, Lorica could be pretty alright with Necmo. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You might be able to build a cool team with something like a Necmo Thar, giving you all the turn meter with increased speed, decreased speed. Then you have Loriaka coming in and making your gear requirements much lower, because she is going to bring in decreased resistance and tons of turn meter as well. So yeah, I do think that is an interesting question. You put her in with a Necmo Thar, and could that enable you to push up into a higher difficulty, right? If you don't need a revive, that's the thing. If you don't need a revive in your team for Hydra, if it's safe and stable enough, that could actually be a very strong combo. So yeah, that's the thing that I would be looking at for sure. Living in Krakow is great. Good. Yeah, no, I've heard it's really, really nice. It's a place, obviously we're going there. It's a place we've wanted to go for a while. So we're finally getting there. So it should be quite fun. But yeah, like, I don't know. The thing about Great Hoof Loriaka, it really depends how much the turn meter boosting actually adds up to. It might add up to more than you think. It might be weaker than you think. It's sort of hard to say, but yeah. Doesn't feel like an essential fusion though, would be my initial thoughts for sure. What's the info of the event over CvC? Oh yeah, I didn't do a video on it yesterday because I was, we had like it was a bank holiday weekend here, so we were at the in-laws basically, and yeah, it was nice. They're going to be minding our puppy while we're away. So that was a good test, right? They're going to be minding the puppy for 10 days when we're on holiday. So it was good to have her sleep over, see how she gets on, that sort of thing. But yeah, so today is a 10x for Trunda from Ancient and Sacreds, and tomorrow is 10x Acrisia from Voids. So yeah, the 10x Acrisia is a big one. Trunda, now Trunda's great. Trunda's a great champion. She's a great arena nuker. She can do great things in Hydra. Again, she's not essential. She's not essential, but she's nice. But yeah, like I don't have a Trunda. I'm not pulling for it. But I'd like to get a Trunda. But I don't feel like she's... I wouldn't be pulling loads of shards. Like 10x from Ancients is really bad. Even 10x from Sacreds is pretty bad. I'd rather save that for, like, you had Kymar at the weekend, for example. Like, Kymar's more the standard of champion that I'd be pulling that stuff for. So yeah, Acrisia definitely is worth going for 10x. Like, if you are close to your Mercy timer on Void, it could definitely be worth going for the Acrisia. Obviously, it's always up to you to decide. Man, Polymorph is so annoying. I'm so glad it's being nerfed. I actually haven't kept track of the debate. I actually haven't even read the comments on the video. I was really busy this weekend. I'm so worst YouTuber. So I don't know what people think about it, but no, don't remove the stone skin. Okay, good. Oh, and one-shotter. Great. Good. Goodbye, nubkeks. What was I going to say? But I don't remember what I was going to say. But yeah, I'm personally very glad stone skin's going to be nerfed. And trust me, I exploit stone skin. Not stone skin. Polymorph. I'm glad Polymorph is going to be nerfed. And trust me when I say I exploit Polymorph as much as anybody else does. But it's just, it's annoying. I like bomb champions. It's just very annoying to deal with stone skin. You're like, oh, he's going to run stone skin champions. This is clearly a slow stone skin team, but I can't bomb them because he's got 4 people in Polymorph. And if the bomb gets resisted, we lose. Or if it gets polymorphed in even one of them, we lose. Wow. Is Artak the best free legendary champion? Yes, I think so. Yeah, I think he's the best one. Rhonda is better for arena, obviously, but I think Artak is better overall. Like, he's just so good against Hydra, against Spider, against a lot of the hardest stuff that you really want to do. It'll be nerfed only on low ascension level and high level arena. Nothing's going to change. That's true. But look, I don't play high level arena. If you want my honest opinion, let me offend people here. If you want my honest opinion, I think that being hardcore and taking PvP really seriously in a pay to win game is a very, very dumb decision. But like, you do you, basically. But for me, that sounds like, I hear that combination. Taking PvP seriously. I've taken PvP games seriously before. Like, I started out doing like MOBA stuff, like Heroes of the Storm. I know people didn't take that as seriously. It had sort of a meme value as like one of the casual. It was weird. Like, they marketed it as the casual MOBA, and then they're like, actually, we want it to be more serious. Anyway, it's a whole thing. But yeah, like, taking PvP games seriously is in the first place not something I'm interested in. I think it's a waste of time in general. But I think taking it seriously when there's pay to win in effect, as very much is the case in this game, is dumb. But yeah, I think Ninja's better for late game. Like, Ninja's better against a single enemy, so he's going to be better against some Doom Tower bosses and stuff like that. But no, I think Artak is probably more generally useful. Like, if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably be going for Artak, yeah. Oh, Polymorph. Well. But, yeah, like, I am, I mean, look, if I fight someone in arena that's got, and I have fought them in live arena. It was part of the reason I stopped playing live arena for a long time, was that, you know, there's only so many people you can run into with like 5 and 6 star ascensions and all the void legendaries and empowered champions. Like, there's only so many krakens you can fight before you go, okay, this is dumb, I'm out of here. But like, you know, when you fight a Mega Kraken like that, like you're just gonna lose. Like I'm just gonna lose. There's no way I'm gonna win. Like maybe I get some like weird swing of luck, or they make a mistake because they might have a really big credit card but a very small brain. But it's like, it's just not gonna go well, very much. So it's like, you know what? When you run into someone and they're like, I first picked 6-star Awakened Marishka, you kind of just go, okay, you know what? You win. Yeah, Polymorph's not nerfed for you, but it's irrelevant because, you know, you're so much stronger than me. It's fine. You all right, Nub? What's for breakfast for you? It's morning in the UK, right? Yeah, it's the same time in the United Kingdom as it is in the separate sovereign nation of the Republic of Ireland, where I live. But yes, it is the same. We are in the same time zone, so it is 10:15 in both. This morning for breakfast, I had some Rice Krispies, and I also had a little bit of toast as well. It was delicious. But it's been I'm kind of cranky because it's been really bad pollen. I had really bad hay fever when I was a kid. It hasn't been too bad recently, but it's just been really bad the last few days in Ireland. Like we've had a heat wave. It's just been super hot, and yeah, hay fever. It's getting me. It's getting me bad. Yeah. What is the best champion I've played with? Oh, wow. That's a good question. The best champion. Man, there's so many that are really good. Let me think. Like, some of the ones that initially come to mind would be... obviously, Acrizia was pretty exceptional when I played with her in the test server. She definitely stood out for sure. I would say on my account, from the ones that I've pulled, I would say, or not even necessarily pulled, but I would say Mithrala stands out. Mithrala as being relatively recent and being just exceptionally good. Arbiter also stands out as being a game changer. Like when you get her just for arena, and literally since I got her for forever, she's been exceptionally good as well. So there's lots of very good ones. It's yeah. Yeah, what about you guys? Do you guys have like what's the strongest champion? Yeah, Seer's really good as well, of course. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Seer. It feels like it's too easy, but I could totally understand people picking Seer. She's like kind of insane, right? Aw, he got the health swap. That's a bummer. This is where we really want that Seer extra turn. Look at all those buffs we've got. That would do big damage. It's not meant to be. She'll still do pretty big damage here. Come on, Seer. Come on. It didn't do that much. Never mind. I guess he didn't have decreased defense weaken on. That's already takes him down. That was okay. Sifi? Yeah. Well, I just pulled Sifi, so I'd be looking forward to Sifi. Ragash is an interesting one. I'm actually going to rebuild mine soon. Supreme Galek's very good. Cardial, very strong. Krutraxa, interesting. Wow, that's not one I expected people to pick. Yeah, Krutraxa is very fun. I do have a Krutraxa. Let me actually show you my Krutraxa in action, but she's very satisfying. Michinaki, that's good. Krisk. Yeah, the funny thing is, for me, I have Krisk. But for me, in my account, like, I use Krisk for some Doom Tower hard waves. I use him for Nightmare Hydra, but that's kind of it. Like, on my account, Krisk was great to get. He was fantastic. But I literally only use him in Hydra. So he was obviously very useful there. But, yeah, like, I don't know. Krisk is not mega hype for me like he would be, I think, for a lot of other people would be, like, absolutely loving their Krisks. But it's just one of those funny things. I feel like when you're further in the game, you tend to value arena champions. It was one of the comments I got in a lot of the tier list stuff I did was, you value arena really high. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I do value the arena champions really high, because like arena is always going to be a challenge, whereas that other stuff may not be. Oh, he's gonna get a reset again. No, Pepe hands, bad luck on the orc runs. Brogni, Nishak. No, lots of votes for Cardial. Yeah, he's one I really want to get. Leorius. Oh, he'd be good. Which champion surprised me the most? Ooh. Which champion surprised me the most? Oh, this boss is kicking our ass this time. Wait, do we have so many dead that... Do we have too many champions dead and Nogdar's not going to revive? That's kind of funny, actually. The one that surprised me the most... God, I have no idea. Let me go look. Okay, hang on. Let me look here. Turvold. Easy. Done. We're done. That didn't actually take long. Turvold. I got Turvold in the guaranteed voids for 80, right? And at the time, everyone was going, as is always the case, 80 voids for Turvolds is terrible. 80 voids for Turvolds ended up being absolutely amazing. I got this guy thinking he'd just be a little bit of fun, but he's amazing for Hydra. I ended up using him in a bunch of like dungeon farming for a good while as well. And I've even used him in arena. Like, he's actually ended up being pretty good in arena because he just hits so damn hard. He's great for just one-shotting people, so he's been a surprise. I'd say another surprising one, a champion I'm using quite a bit at the moment, which is a surprise for me, it was Little Miss Annie, who I've dunked on before. A lot. I've dumped on her. She's actually been fantastic for live arena. She's great because she brings herself increased attack on a 2-turn cooldown, and then she can just delete any champion in the game with playdate, even past Ultimate Death Knight. So for super tanky teams in live arena, she can just take them down, which is pretty cool actually. So yeah, I genuinely thought that champion was basically useless for ages until live arena came out, and then I even use her sometimes in now like quick farming tag arena, right? You pop her in and she's gonna kill any champion in one shot. Just do your tag arena farm really quick. So she's actually more useful than I gave her credit for. Let's do a quick... So I'm very lazy. I've just been running stage 2 of Fire Knight hard, because I'm like, the effort in building a better team is not worth it. It's so lazy, man. But Krutraxa here is great. She's great. But she just comes in with those laser beams and she does the damage. Oh, we're going to get one hit off by this enemy, whatever his name is. Bulwark? Bulwark's going to get a go. Managed to not get frozen. Oh, he might still get killed. No, never mind. You Carl kill that guy. Doesn't matter. Morak? Yeah, Morak was a good one. You Carl surprised you? Oh, here's your Carl as well. You pulled Jorgid and Tremeria within a few days of each other. Hard to say which is stronger. That's interesting. How did you build Tremeria? Like, I would definitely say Jorgid is stronger. But, yeah. Nina Armstrong, good morning. Paradar says, sup, sup. Sup, sup. Morrigan was a surprise? Yeah, Morrigan is not bad. She's definitely not bad. I'm waiting for the day when Fear becomes a bit more meta, and then she's actually going to be really good. But yeah, Krutraxa's A1 is really satisfying. She's just like rips through. 20 is better for... no, 20 is not better for stuff. Like hard mode dungeons give you better artifacts. It gives you better stuff. Stage 20 is really good for doing tournaments and events, right? Because for the energy that you spend, and also it being really easy because it's only stage 20 normal, but for the energy and the time, it's really efficient. So if you want to quickly burn through an event, stage 20 is the way to go, 100%. But if you want to get like the best gear possible out of your energy, hard mode is just a direct upgrade to stage 25 normal. So even a low level hard mode, I don't know. If it's way slower, it's not great. But you see here, like, what's fun about this team, we don't have increased attack, but we still kind of rip through with the Krutraxa. Now that I have Kreela, we could try Kreela in here as well instead of Farrakhan. It would fail though, because you might not ally attack the Krutraxa and hit the Fire Knight. But Yeah, Krutraxa does a lot of damage here. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. Maybe the... Yeah, who knows with the accessory ascension. I mean, there's no test server. So, like, it takes about 2 minutes 30 for this. So, I don't know. It's a tough one. Like, it's about 1 minute slower than stage 25. Let's actually do a quick stage 25 run. So, I've done 20 in 40 seconds, right? That's why it's so good. 20 in 40 seconds. You could just rip through so quick. My stage 25 team is not perfectly optimized anymore because I had to rebuild a lot of these champions for different things. But yeah. You think Harima underrated in PvE? Maybe. I think Harima is just so good for PvP that that's where you're going to use her if you have her, right? Oh no, it's going to be slower, and that guy actually survived. How did he manage that? He's dead now. Wow, Tremeria. Interesting. So Jorgut is banana strong, but Tremeria is so fast. The A2 stun and AoE A1 slow. She's got cleanse and turn meter boost in her A3. Shockingly good in a lot of places. That's interesting. That's interesting. So the previous team, I think people are asking about the previous team. In the previous team, the turn meter control was from the freezes, right? So hard mode Fire Knight, you can only deplete his turn meter by freezing. So that was what the previous team was about. That was a hard mode team for the lower stages of Fire Knight. I think that team would work well up to about stage 6 of hard mode Fire Knight. But you would need very, very good gear and good speeds. Like you'd need basically all of them above 250 speed and stuff like that. So yeah, I haven't bothered. I just run stage 2 because it's much easier and it's 100%. And yeah. This team here is for Fire Knight Normal. Now in Fire Knight Normal, you can use normal turn meter reduction and basically Allure. This one right here does all the turn meter reduction. So she does it all. So this team is actually only okay. This team used to be much better, but I had to re-gear Tomb Lord, Elenaro, Kaimar, and I actually re-geared all of them except for Allure, which made it worse. So this team used to do it in about 1 minute 10 seconds. Now it's usually more like 1 minute 40. So yeah, now it's much slower, unfortunately. All right, we've got our clan quest done, by the way, which is 10 debuffs on the Fire Knight boss. That's what I like about this team. What do we have in the clan shop today? So remember to grab your clan quests. They have reset. You've probably missed the best of them, but it's still up. Got almost no coins. Accuracy charms are kind of appealing. How many do I have? I only have 74 I think topping up on charms is the way to go. I like forging my perception gear with accuracy charms. I'm going to grab those, and we have a little bit left over. Rank charms, not too keen on. Legendary skill tome is great, but it's just too expensive. I think I'm going to grab a few accessories here. Should maybe just save up for Chaos Ore coming back or whatever, but that's fine. We're going to get more tomorrow from Hydra, so I think that's okay. Right, good. That's the clan quest done. Where are we at on these? Ascend a champion. Oh yeah, I just finished my monthly, which is nice. Use glyphs, tag against a higher power, dungeon. Okay, let's ascend a champion. Might save him for... let's throw one ascension into Alsgore. Let's get Alsgore going. Alright, cool. So we've got the weekly done. We've got monthly done. I've got so much energy now. My god. Tag against a team with higher power. Okay. Let's refresh. Okay, this seems like a good one. And yeah, perfect. Let's throw in one of the champions I was just talking about. Lil Miss Annie. Perfect. Let's go. How do I have Dark Hail built? So I have my Dark Hail built tanky in regen gear. So he was used to basically solo Ice Golem 25. So poison explosion the waves, then everyone else dies on the boss and he would solo stage 25. I need to rebuild him, actually, because I don't do Ice Golem normal anymore. I do Ice Golem hard. So, yeah. Let's see. So long as little Miss Annie doesn't die. Nah, she's good. Good morning, everyone. What a lovely day it is outside. It's so hot. It's so hot right here. It is so hot in Ireland. Well, I mean, like, for you guys, it's probably quite cold. But for me, it's hot. It's all relative. Good morning, everyone. 29 minutes without me spamming. Unacceptable. That's one way to look at it. JE was one way. Some would agree, some wouldn't. Let's put in this team. Make up a few teams here. Nice sort of normal teams. Can I show how I geared little Miss Annie? Yeah. I'll show it to you after this one. Got the luck to get Taris and Marishka. They helped me up with most of the PvE content. Oh yeah, like wow, they would absolutely slam through. That would be so good. I missed a bunch of comments here. I got pinged earlier. Andre Frank said, I am still unsure about booking Artak since I have Theodore and Sissia. I'd only use him for Hydra. I don't think I get enough value out of him just for Hydra. Now, I think that Artak is incredibly good for Hydra. I think he's very, very, very strong. But that's up to you. It depends what else you've got in your account. I did a video yesterday and I showed I use my Artak in Nightmare Hydra and I think he's fantastic. But obviously, yeah, it's up to you. If you've got Sissia Theodore, you know, you're not going to need Artak for a burn explosion for Spider. Like, that's some of his value gone for sure. So, yeah, it depends on your account, what else you got to book. He's probably a champion you might book eventually anyway, because he is just so good for that. What was it I wanted to show you guys? Okay, Little Miss Annie. Let's touch on this real fast. So I love her as well for stage 7 of Sand Devil. This is where she's brilliant as well. So Arbiter increase attack, turn meter boost. We sleep with that rare from campaign. Decrease defense weaken. You can use Lydia. Turvil does the first smack. And then Little Miss Annie, boom, boom, does about 700k damage with her 2 hits. And got a nice 10-second farm for the most energy efficient way to get the smallest pots. So it's pretty good. So boom, there you go. So yeah, if we look at the recently used for this team, like Turbo's coming in, he's 6.6k attack, 255 crit damage. Little Miss Annie's coming in, she is 6.8k attack, 279% crit damage. She's slower though, but she's got lethal. Turvold has Savage Cruel. And yeah, Little Miss Annie, she obviously is coming in with Helm Smasher and some retaliations. Her A1's kind of weak. Like, her A1's not that good. But yeah, that's her. You can do this at much worse gear though. Like, if it's obviously fastest if you one-shot, but yeah, just your biggest single target nukers. Oh no, JE, no! Now get out of here. But yeah, like the reason I built them with such good gear, well, number one, because I use them in other areas, but the nice thing is that even if we get decreased defense or weaken resisted, which can happen, it should still one-shot it, or pretty much, because Little Miss Annie hits so hard. Let's run until we get a resist. It's going to be very quick. So like right there, Turbo didn't do too much damage, and Little Miss Annie ripped through. Oh, there's the randomness a bit in terms of the damage. We just don't want to land a resist. This is fine. It's not giving us any CvC points, but that's okay. Morning, Nubs. I hope you're well. Mention Sissia and Spider. Team comp with Artak. Any chance we could have a quick look? Yes. After I finish, I want to see if we get resist from Draco more. Come on, Draco. There. No, never mind. He does them one by. He does weaken first, then decrease. That's interesting. I thought he missed the decreased defense. But yeah, I'll show you the Spider team after this. What's the trick here for damage? Oh, look, there we go. Weaken is resisted. So Turvold's done much. Probably won't quite one-shot, but it's close. So yeah, we get one of these resisted, and it's still going to be nice and quick, right? When I had worse gear on them, it would take like 40 seconds with the resist. The trick to doing damage, just a massive single target nuker, decrease defense, weaken, increase attack, and it's as simple as that. So yeah, just your biggest single target nukers, and that's how you do it. That's the trick. Not really a trick, but but yeah, Little Miss Annie and Turvold are two of the hardest hitting single target nukers, so that's how that works. For Spider Team, here we go. Would Royal Guard be good? No. So the max HP damage is capped against bosses. You can only do 10% max. Like that. Like it's capped. Hard capped. So no, Royal Guard would not work, unfortunately. Royal Guard does work here. So this is my... Oh, we slightly missed it. Oh, we got a bit unlucky. We were slightly low on the damage right there. So this is going to be a slower run. We'll do this again to get a lucky run. What would make this more consistent would be if Tomb Drang doesn't have War Master, so that makes it a little bit weaker. But yeah. Let's see this. Can we get the one shot? So Sissia explodes once, Artak explodes a second time. Oh, I think he might have a bit too much health as well. Yeah, and he's just slightly short. This is this Spider Team, we're slightly short on the damage. That is one War Master proc of difference. Unfortunately, there's one War Master proc. We've got War Master on these four. So if enough of them miss it, it doesn't quite work. And Drang doesn't have War Master because we use him for Ice Golem. So as you can see, if you don't land that, it's a little slower. But he'll still die, but it is a little slower. Like 38 seconds, but it goes down to like 10 seconds if you get good luck. I do have Calvalax, yeah. He'd be great here as well. We could use Calvalax instead of Royal Guard, but I don't have him with the right sort of build for that. This might be... Oh, it's gonna be... No, every time! We're so cursed today. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is such bad luck. So what I might do eventually, I do have Ignatius. I might sub in Ignatius with War Master and damage and stuff instead of Drang it eventually, but this doesn't bother me enough to care, really. But yeah, like it's very safe, which is the nice thing. Like there's no way to fail. Oh, the music's a bit loud? Sorry, let me turn it down. Come on, team. There we go. That should be it. That should be the one shot. That's more like it. 14 seconds. Great. That's more like it. Let's see that again. I meant to sell that. Whoops. No, no, I don't have Theodore. If I had Theodore, so if I had a Theodore, I would replace Artak with Theodore, and I would replace Royal Guard with Calvalax. But yeah. So obviously, you know, if I had more damage as well built on Sissia, that would help. If Drang had War Master, any of that stuff would help. But it's just that, yeah, it's just not really worth doing a big intensive regear to, like, you know, be more consistent on the time. Like most of the time it does one-shot the boss. I'd say maybe 20% of the time, maybe 30% it doesn't, but like I don't really care. Yeah, if I use Soul Reap, yeah, I mean, if I had a Soul Reap on one of them, it would help too, but they have to hit him. And again, it's not super worth it. But yeah, like if these champions were awakened, right? I don't have Awakening on Sissia or Artak, makes them hit harder. Tomb Drang is built with no damage, super tanky. These champions are good awakened, but yeah, so we could do it. If we had Brimstone proc kills the boss as well. So yeah, it's all good. And boom, done. 14 seconds again, right? So yeah, like for me, it's yeah, this is like my fastest consistent team. Like I said, get a few Awakenings in there. Replace Drang with Ignatius, like another irresistible burn. and give him War Master, and it's like, bam, it's in the bag. It's 100%, but yeah, it's all good. It's like, it's most of the time, it does it in 14 seconds, which is brilliant. It's super quick, which is exactly what we want. So yeah, that's how that team works. Every time I join a stream, JE is spamming. It's true. It's fact. It's fact. Oh, Brimstone can land on a Spiderling, can it? Perhaps, alright, yeah. I suppose it... I don't know. I don't have Brimstone, so I haven't used it. But yeah, that would suck, alright. That would make it not good. Wait, were we polymorphed or something? How is Madame Ceres alive when there's a Duchess dead? What the heck? that doesn't seem right. What happened there? What? Oh, Ultimate Death Knight. The problem with this is that what's his name? Frosty Boy, Tormin. Tormin doesn't use his buff strip. He just keeps trying to use his A3. He tries to use the provoke instead. So it takes ages to kill this thing. He goes in now with his buff strip. It got resisted, of course. Wow. Kaimar missed it twice. I think Kaimar is just incapable of buff stripping Stone Skin off Ultimate Death Knight. Just, you know, obviously he's got the weak affinity, you've got the Stone Skin chance, but I think there's a bonus chance that just makes Ultimate Death Knight unkillable. Oh, Polymorph on her. Great. That weak hit. Great. We'll get him eventually. There we go. Is it wise to build 2 Ultimate Death Knights? I mean, if you've got a use for them in Arena, I guess, for Tag Arena, I'd say it's not that high priority. Like, I feel like you're not going to use the second Ultimate Death Knight anywhere else. Probably. I'm surely you've got something else you could use in Tag instead. I mean, if you're really stuck for Tag, then yeah, I mean, he's going to be good, but I don't think it's that important. I wouldn't bother. Personally, I wouldn't bother. Demon Lord in a bit. Okay, cool. So, how are we doing? We need to use some glyphs. Okay, and then it's just... oh yeah, weekly, monthly stuff that we've got ages to do. Let's take a look. Who even needs a glyph? I don't know who needs a glyph. You need gear rolled up. You need glyphs. Oh, I should have done this before doing the faction crypt stuff. Here, have... this is actually a really good weapon. Holy shit. Let's give this a better one. 2. Here you go. That's 3 glyphs done. That's actually a really good weapon. What's this? HP %. These are good boots. He's got good gear. He's got pretty good gear. Has an artifact enhancement event started? Artifact enhancement, 46 minutes. Okay. These events have actually been, you know, pretty good rewards. I didn't bother with this one. The Dungeon Divers is pretty pants, but yeah, like the Tag Arena tournament was really good. I think Classic even had like okay stuff in there. Spider tournament's actually pretty good too. How close are we to that? Oh, we're close to 750 coins. It's not quite enough, but almost is. Grab this stuff. Okay, good. I'm getting close to some bucks. Good. Am I pulling for a Kriz yet? No. No, I don't have I don't have any Mercy Timer built up with Voids. I just got a Void Legendary, so no. I'm gonna be saving up my Voids. Probably will go for like a guaranteed Void if they do a good one. It depends what they do. But yeah. Is JE my ex-lover that can't move on? No, he's my current lover that can't move on. Mm-hmm. UDK isn't bad in Hydra? Yeah, UDK is... he's pretty alright in Hydra. Yeah, he's pretty alright. I think this is not the one-shot. No, this is Tiny Survive. Yeah, maybe it's like 50... is it 50-50? I guess we're like 50-50 in our runs today, whether it one-shots or not. Like I said, it's so close. It literally is like a War Master or some sort of Ascension proc away. But like the great thing about it is that this boss can't kill you. I think he has decreased attack on from Artak for his big hit there. I think. Or I don't know, at least because of Drang, I guess they can't die as well. What champions could fill in Annie's and Turvo's? JE, no. Oh no. Yeah, his decreased attack makes it safe. Can anyone be sub for Sissia? No, I don't think so. I think Sissia is necessary because she brings HP burn, explosion, and decreased defense weaken. I think you need the decreased defense weaken for Royal Guard to kill the boss and to kill the Spiderlings. Now, with this build, you can see, because I built my Artak with damage, Artak can actually... he can actually kill the Spiderlings. That's not important, though. You can let just your Royal Guard kill the spiders, so you don't need damage on Artak for this. Yeah, this one, the spider lives. So close. Someone was asking, how many Void Legos can you get per year as a free-to-play? That's a good question. I did a video recently. Let's double check this. So, I did a video, didn't I, on what you can get free-to-play. I definitely remember doing this recently. Let me see if I can find it. But maybe it was a month or two ago. Selling this gear. No, it's actually quite a while ago. I've done a lot of videos. I do lots of videos. Yay. Where is it? Aha, this one. How to get all the free shards. Okay, 'cause I actually don't remember what this was. How many voids? What are these timestamps? What is this? Intro quest bazaars? Doom Tower? What? Did I put in timestamps? What's this? It is like auto timestamp stuff. Bazaars? What? It's about 32 voids. I think that was accurate. I think that was pretty accurate. So voids, 32. Okay. Oh, you guys can't even see derp. Oh, sure. I forgot to show you. This is the video. It was the how to get all the free shards every month. You can get 32 things. This is what I was looking at here. Look at this intro, quests, Doom Tower. Here's bazaars. Like, what is this? It's like auto chaptered the video in a way that makes no sense whatsoever. That's hilarious. 32. So, if we bring this over here, and if we get up our calculator, 32 per month by 12, 384. Oh yeah, so you get a couple. You get a couple for sure. And then let me get up this. Now that's maxing. That's pretty much maxing it out, right? So you might not be maxing it out. And this is another really good resource. This was Chosen put this one together. I think it was Chosen and Senti made this. But let's say in a 2x event, it's going to take you about 87 shards on average for a legendary. So let's say 384 divided by 87.34. You should get about 4 void legendaries a year on average. I say a free-to-play player that's getting every single void shard, every single one, should get about 4 void legendaries per year on average. But you need to get every single available one, basically. That's per month. 32 voids per month free to play. Most of them are from Most of them are from Clan Boss. And then a bunch from CvC as well. So the music is bad? Well, is this the best music in the world? What are you guys talking about? Yeah, that was for pulling in 2x. If you pulled in... Oh, I closed the... No, I didn't close the window. I closed the calculator. So I get my calculator back. What was it? 384? I've forgotten the exact number. If we go 384... So if you pull in non-2x, it's by 128.5. So outside of a 2x, you get about 3 per year. So it's about 4 if you pull in 2x. If you pull outside of 2x at your void shards, you should get about 3. About 3 void legendaries per year. Free to play. That's end game. That's getting every single void shard that's available, which again is very difficult to do. I think did I X off the... I think I did. You have to watch the video. I did a whole video on how you can get every single one for free. You'd have to watch the video because I'm not going to break it down here again. That defeats the purpose. Just pulled Marishka. Looks good on Hell Hades' site. What's the best way to build her? I actually am not 100% sure what the best way to build Marishka is, to be honest. Tanky, basically. Good speed, good HP, good defense. Some sort of set like regen or stone skin or something like that. You just want her to be tanky. But yeah. 384 void seems low. No, yeah, that's including everything. Yeah, that's including Clan Shop, Tag Arena, Bazaar, Doom Tower, Clan versus Clan. Yeah, 384 void shards per year. That's everything. So, yeah. Resist is good. Oh yeah, resist. You could build resist on Marishka. That's always good too. Yeah. You know, maybe, I think what it is, I think Cold Heart might need to. He got an extra turn. This should do it. There we go. We got Relentless procs on him. That will make it one shot too. Good. Makes it a bit faster. I think Cold Heart might need to... Yeah, if Cold Heart misses her War Master, I think that might be it. So it's like 60% chance success. I don't know. So there's no War Master there. She got a War Master. I think couldn't even see if he did. It's like 2 or 3 of them have to land War Master, something like that. For Platinum Reset, Marishka is built super tanky, very slow in Stone Skin. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's more, I would say for lower level arena, I wouldn't build like that. But yeah, for Platinum, that's really interesting. That's how you do it. Yeah, for lower level arena in general, like using her in dungeons and Doom Tower and everything, you're going to want her with good speed. But that's really interesting. Thank you for that info. 1.5 years of playing and you only have 1 Void Legendary. Wow, that's really unlucky. Honestly, that's really unlucky. This might roll okay, actually. That's very, very unlucky. Why do I not use Soul Reaper on Drang, Sissia, or Artak? Very simple reason. Sissia and Artak don't have any Ascensions. I literally have never pulled a Soul for them. And yes, I've spent money. Yes, I've spent money on Soul. So they are not awakened. Drang doesn't have Soul Reaper because I use Drang to solo Ice Golem hard, stage 10. And Soul Reaper would just kill the ads faster, which would make the run slower. So we don't want that. Unfortunately. That's why he's got a weird Ascension on him. How is the puppy? The puppy's very good. Yeah, no, she's great. She was really sick this weekend. She's still getting over it. She was vomiting and she had like bloody diarrhea and stuff. It was pretty miserable for her. But she's on like stuff to help with the diarrhea. She's on antibiotics because she has a UTI again. And yeah, she's on some supplements to help with her digestive system to hopefully settle things down, make her feel better. But yeah, but she's really happy. So she's not 100% back to normal, but she's doing pretty good. She's really happy at the moment. But yeah, she's been sick like that 2 weekends in a row. It's been very unlucky. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. So we'll see. Puppy cam? We'll do a puppy cam another time. Like the problem with doing the puppy cam is that she's just a puppy. So if I wake her up, she's not going to go back to bed. She's going to be upset. So I can bring the puppy in. If my girlfriend is here when I'm streaming, then she can bring the puppy up and play with the puppy. But it's just me alone today, so it won't work. But yeah, the poor puppy has been so unlucky with her whole urinary system being messed up. And yeah, with this as well, it's just very unlucky for her. But she's really happy. So yeah, hopefully things are going to settle down and we'll reach a point where she's just 100% basically all the time and it's all good and no worries. We'll see. But yeah, like bear in mind in this game, right? Bearing in mind in this game, I was talking about you get between 3 and 4 void legendaries a year. That's end game, right? If you're earlier in the game, you're going to get way less. So it's, you know, let's say it's probably going to take you 2 years to get to end game, free to play. Probably going to take 2 years. So for the first 2 years, you're going to get way less than that. You might only get a couple of void legendaries. And then when you hit end game and you start doing like high level clan v clan and you're doing brutal nightmare, ultra nightmare clan boss every day, you're beating all of Doom Tower on hard and normal, that's when you're going to start to see that level of void legendaries I was talking about. But until you get to end game, your void shards are actually very scarce. Like most of the void shards, you'll see if you watch that video, most of your void shards come from ultra nightmare clan boss and tier 6 clan versus clan. Then after that it's like Doom Tower as well. Like they're the 3 big areas, but like tier 6 clan versus clan and ultra nightmare clan boss are pretty tough. Certainly ultra nightmare clan boss hopefully comes reasonably early for you, but tier 6 clan versus clan is going to take a long time to get there. I have Cardial and a Crizia, but you haven't pulled a Geomancer. Holy wow. Mike Keeley with the interesting pulls, huh? But yeah, I agree. Even endgame free to play is not that many voids. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Like when you think about how many good void legendaries there are, let's say let us say that you run everything. You're maxing out your free to play void shards. Let's say you get 2 void legendaries. Let's say you get 3 void legendaries in your first 2 years, 3 void Legos, and then you get 4 void Legos year 3 and year 4. Okay, so that's 3 void Legos plus 4 plus 4. That's 11 void legendaries. That's in 4 years. 4 years of playing the game, you would get 11 void legendaries. There's like, what, 40 now or something like that? There's so many. So yeah, when you look at that, 11's not that many, and you could pull a bad one. You could pull something you already have. You could pull something that's just not useful for you, you know? Like there's easily more than 11 overpowered void legendaries. You're not going to get them all. That's the thing. Has anyone pulled a top? Oh yeah, imagine that. Yeah, getting a top tier void legendary on a referral account. Yeah. That would suck a bit. Oh, you got Cardial and Venus? Cardial and Venus are both very good ones. They're both really, really good. Be very happy with those two. They're super good. Warlord and Mithrala. Warlord is very good as well. Yeah. Call of the Arbiter reaction. I've not been doing, like, people didn't really watch the Call of the Arbiter reaction video. Like, it wasn't super popular. But yeah, I might do another. I might do like a bumper, like, funny reaction video to Maybe like episodes 2, 3, and 4. Maybe 3 and 4. I might do that. Maybe I'll do like a reaction to episodes 3 and 4. That could be funny. Like the Kale and Elhain ones. Angar? Oh no, Angar is your... Yeah, Angar is terrible. I think Angar is one of the worst Void Legendaries, but if he's your first one, he could definitely carry you early game. That's the thing, like, even the worst Legendary in the game is probably really good when they're your first Legendary. The more depressing thing would be if you pull a bad one, because like these days you get quite a few Legendaries, like you get really good login Legendaries like Artak, there's the stuff like Mithrala and all of that that you will get, like, you know... You get quite a few legendaries these days. The fusions tend to actually be really good, usually. So the depressing thing, if you pull a bad legendary, is going, man, they'd be good if they were booked, but can I afford to spend my bucks, or do I just save them? Fortis and Angar. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Again, they could be useful. Angar useful for wave control, like Doom Tower progress early game. He's good for that, but that's about it, I think. Fortis, actually brilliant Nightmare campaign farmer. And again, he's very good for Doom Tower waves, but... Yeah, the Gallic did nothing wrong story. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'll probably do something like that for the other episodes. That could be a fun way to do things. The Kale one is good. Yeah, I only half watched the Kale one. I've been really busy the last while. Like, yeah, with the puppy being sick, it really took up a lot of the weekend. We had a lot of family stuff and a lot of puppy stuff this weekend. I didn't get much time for raid and that sort of stuff. Sir Nicholas, yeah, Sir Nicholas. Yeah, again, he's only kind of average as a Void Legendary, but if you get him as your first one, suddenly it could be an Unkillable clan boss team. He's going to be really good for all the Doom Tower, all of that stuff. So, yeah, again, sort of depends. Like, if I pull Sir Nicholas right now, I'd be like, this champion sucks for me. He's pretty much in the vault. I doubt I'd even use him. Probably wouldn't bother building him. But you get him as your first Legendary, and it's like, wow, this guy's the best. My account is totally changed. Is Chigur good until endgame? Yeah, Chigur is very good for, obviously, wave control. So Doom Tower waves in particular. That's where Chigur would be best. And he can also be very good for Sand Devil's Necropolis. Let's have a little look, because I am curious now. I am curious. So, if we come over here to the... I log in to this. If we go over to the Hell Hades Optimizer, you can come to Team Optimizer, and you can do something like this. So we can come to, first of all, if you want to see something funny, Hell Hades, analyze my entire account, find me a team for Fire Knight Hard Stage 10. Any team at all. Zero teams. It is literally impossible on my account to do Fire Knight Stage 10 hard. I might be able... Can I do Stage 9? Okay. On my account, including all my champions, it might be possible to do Stage 9. It would take 19 minutes with this team setup, but someone did one battle and they won. I guess they didn't do it again because it took 19 minutes. But yeah, I thought that was quite funny. Anyway, if we come over to Sand Devil, Necropolis... You go to like stage 25. You can find a team. Oh, how do I see a team? How... Oh, I don't have Chigur. How do I see Chigur? But Chigur is really good for this. How do I see that? I don't know how I see that actually on the optimizer. But yeah, for stage 25, not this one, this one. Chigur, oh, is it all going to be Nogdar? It's all Nogdar cheese, of course. Well, wow. Teams of the week, not showing stuff that happened in the actual week, of course. But yeah, Chigur is really good for Sand Devil. for speed farming that, because he's so consistent with the sleep. He's not 100%, but he's pretty good. Jagor spelt with 2 A's. Must include Cha. No, it doesn't show up. It's because I don't have the champion. It's only showing me champions that I do have. That's interesting. And you can like filter it to be like, say, 99% success rate and have at least 20 battles. There you go. Have some teams like this. You can be like, click in. Oh, it's bugging out. Well, oh well, it's fine. You get the gist. I might do a whole video on the optimizer at some point because it's such a good tool that Hades built. So good. Or well, the Hades team built, I should say. Spider tournament. Okay. Oh, we gotta get ourselves this soul stone. We gotta do this. So we need probably just one run here of Iron Twins. I actually do fail red sometimes. My team doesn't succeed 100% on red. People who weren't around for Ninja are crying. Yeah, sorry lads. Yeah, Ninja's great for Iron Twins. For Sand Devil, I should say. Really good for Sand Devil. You could use you can use other burners though. You could use Drang, you could use Artak. You could build some teams pretty easily with that. Yeah, exactly. So as you said there, Tim, like Ninja successfully doing stage 25. He's weak affinity, so it's not a good idea really. You need some crazy gear, and you really kind of need him awakened as well, like 6-star. If you had him 6-star Brimstone, you could do it. But I suspect a lot of those team times might be from before the Brimstone nerf, where you could easily get Brimstone on the boss and it made your runs much faster as well. But yeah, it's pretty unlikely to be that fast for stage 25 indeed, yeah. Yeah, I need to do a half booked Aniri myself. Yeah, if you do a weird booking on Godseeker Aniri, you don't fully book her revive, she can smash that boss. Yeah. Raid should make an option you can fuse 4 Noble into Ninja for people that missed him. I mean, I guess they could, but like, again, who's gonna have 4 Noble? Like, only the biggest whales are gonna have that, or someone that's been playing for years and years, so I don't see that being very helpful. I think something more helpful would be if you reworked like the marketplace. You had events that would give you fragments, like, and then you could have champions like Ninja, like former login champion. You could just have champions show up, tie it in with the token trader in game, like be able to buy tokens in other ways, and then maybe eventually he would show up. Like some sort of way where every now and then, you know, you'd be able to just build up resources and pick a legendary from a random selection. Like, yeah, rework the token trader, let you get tokens from tournaments, from events, get tokens from the marketplace, whatever, and then you could have Ninja show up there, something like that. But yeah, Crazy Panda, I missed your question. Sorry, dude. Let me scroll back up. There's a lot of questions in chat, and I talk a lot of shit. Is Solus as provoked because he got shield in his A3? Oh, sorry. Nub, hey dude, my favorite CC. Watch your Hydra video. Have some problems with building Mischief Tank Shamail. Got blood shield on him, but he's not the target. Got him really slow. The problem is Solus. Oh, Solus gets targeted because he has shield on his A3. Husk isn't enough provoke for me. Any advice? Ah, yeah, I see. That is going to be a problem. Yeah. So Solus gives himself a really big shield. Not sure. You could run Solus in Relentless. That might work. The extra turns, he's going to outrun some of those buffs. How long does Solus thing last? But yeah, that's a problem. So, like, that's just going to not work with the blood shield. 2 turns. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an issue. Not sure, man. You might need to build Solus as a... You could just build Solus as a Mischief Tank, potentially. That could work. He has a lot of base resistance, but yeah. Like, if you're going to put in other shield champions with a Blood Shield Mischief Tank, it's not going to work properly. It's just the way it is. Yeah, that's a bummer. Mm-hmm. And there's not really anything you can do. Like, that's why your typical mischief tanks, usually you're... Oh, nice, we got a void shard. You're typically building... Typically, a mischief tank is going to be someone that gives themselves buffs. Running slow and using blood shield is like... It's a bit more of a budget option, right? A bit more budget. But Solus is extremely good. Like, you could put in a different mischief tank with Solus and you'll be good, right? He's so good for providing provokes and extending debuffs and all of that. What's a decent time to hit Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss? I'd say you want to get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss probably within like the first 6 months of playing would be a rough sort of thing. Got 25k points so far. And that's what I would guess. Something like that. Mm-hmm. Is Solus a Nightmare Hydra candidate? Yeah, totally. He's definitely viable there. Yeah. We have here Dungeon Divers. And we're going to get some points here. Let's pull that Soulstone. That's what we're here for. The Mortal Soulstone. It's clearly a 6-star legendary, right? Nope. Yeah, 2-star Renegade. Do I even have? Okay, I could use that on a bad Renegade. I might actually hold on to that. That's not useless. Can't get much damage out of Solus? I mean, he's just the same as a... It's the same as any nuker, right? Except for, you know, you want to... With Solus, like, you want to give him high defense, high crit damage, and an increased defense buff. And it's the same as an attack-based nuker. He's not going to... He won't do crazy damage in Hydra. Like, he'll do good damage, but he's not going to be super crazy. Like, he's not going to do as much damage on the higher levels as, like, an Artak or a Husk or anything like that. Because he doesn't have a max HP nuke. But he does put out lots of provokes, and he does extend all debuffs on every enemy. So that's really strong with HP burn, with HP burn explosion. It's just really good to keep your debuffs consistent. So that's part of why he's so good. But he'll do okay damage, but he's not going to do OP damage. You know? But yeah, I mean, he's the same as any nuker, right? He's the same as any nuker. He just needs nuker build. It's awkward for Hydra because you need high accuracy as well. So you could just build him as like a more support unit for Hydra. Just give him War Master, give him good speed, Relentless, or you could give him good speed, Reflex, and also put him in like high resist and accuracy. And you could have him be sort of a bit of a pseudo mischief tank with his shield. You could have him then be really good at provoking with Reflex and extending debuffs, just sort of a utility master. Sort of up to you, though. I mean, at the same time, he's good to build as a nuker because then he's good for arena, so it's up to you. Personally, if I had Solus, I prefer to use Solus in a lower Hydra key, maybe with the Sisia. They'd be a really good combo. And then I could build him with more damage and sacrifice the accuracy a bit, and then he'd still be good for like arena and faction wars and stuff like that. So that's sort of the direction I would personally go, but it depends. He buff strips in the... Yeah, he does. He buff strips on his A2. He's got provoke on his A2. He's got provoke A3. Extends debuffs. It's very, very good. Yeah, Solus damage scales off the... Oh, that's another good point. Yeah, Solus's damage, doesn't it? It scales off of the amount of debuffs on the target. So if you don't have debuffs, and obviously if you don't have decreased defense weaken, he's not going to do max damage, is he? Yeah. Have I tried Diablo 4? I've not tried Diablo 4. No, I haven't. I've heard it's really good though, but I haven't got around to playing it. I'm actually playing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on my Switch at the moment, but I'll probably play Diablo 4 at some stage. But the only game console I have set up at the moment is a Switch. So yeah. Nope, just an idea. The marketplace should sell old fusion plans for ones you didn't complete. Yeah, that'd be great. I think that's a great idea. Yeah. I think it's a great idea. Like, it's the sort of thing you could have it, yeah, like a year after the fusion, you know? You could have fusion show up, like as fragments or whatever. Like, you could do stuff. They could show up in the token trader, give more tokens out. It would be a fun way to, like, work towards a fusion that you missed, and you could perhaps guarantee getting them eventually. That would be a really good idea. My Eva escaped from campaign and snuck in. Yo, no, Eva's good for this. Eva's actually pretty good. This has been an unlucky run. But Eva's good, I'm telling you. You see her clear those waves? She's a beast. The problem with this team is that the Valkyries push the turn meter back so much and it messes it up. Funny. Look at that, 100k from Eva. Yeah, Eva's not good. She's one of the worst legendaries in the game. But she's alright for Faction Wars. And brutal campaign. I built her for a video and I was like, we'll just leave her built and she can do Dark Elf Faction Crypt. 3 minutes is pretty slow though. This is a bad run. It's usually more like 2. Physics outdamaged her. Awkward. Yeah, let's throw in a poll. Let's throw a poll in, guys. Let's do a poll, because I am curious. Where's my poll button? Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Are you going to do the Great Oof Loriaka Fragment Fusion? Question mark? Question mark. Yes. Undecided, or no. Ask your community. Boom. Are you going to do the Great Hoof Loriaka Fragment Fusion? Yes, undecided, or no? How do you guys feel about it? How do you guys feel? Nubs is Hydra crit capped. No point taking massive crit damage on solos. That's just for max. That's just max HP damage nukers. But look, Hydra has so much health and defense. You're not gonna cap it with. I mean, unless you were doing lower difficulties. But like, if you saw Scratch's team with Trunda, right? If you saw Scratch's team with Trunda in the Hydra Creator Clash, you will see that. It's not crit capped for normal damage. They hoof to make better fusion champions in the future. I appreciate your pun. It didn't quite work, but it almost did. We'll go with it. See some of the comments so far. Impossible to know until we see summon events. Can't decide. That's something I don't have. Wait till I see the calendar. Going to wait for a fusion that will really help my account. Depends on tester and some CCs. Well, I can tell you right now, as far as I know, there's no test server. So I'm kind of expecting a big patch next time. If they haven't done a test server now, there's probably no other champions coming, but there might be a big thing next time. Well, the poll so far, 150 votes, 55% no, then about 22% split between yes, undecided. No, never mind. Undecided 24%, yes 21%. Great oof, Loriaka. Okay, I like that. Great oof. At 228, that's a bit better. Hey, Eva, there we go. 1.1 million. Good job, Eva. MVP. Couldn't have done it without you. Ahem, ahem. Right, Minotaur. Okay, okay. I only have 30k points. We only need to match. There's nothing to do, really, the CvC, so we're chilling. We are chilling. Right, how are we at with our stuff? Okay, we're good. Let's keep the... I forgot to remove my defense. I forgot to do Tag Arena at the weekend. We dropped down to Gold 2, and I forgot to remove my defense, so kind of behind on Tag Arena. Pretty bad, but yeah. I need Great Hoof for Faction Wars. I don't have many other Skinwalkers. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Nari the Lucky is like seems a bit better overall. I mean, yeah, we'll see with Great Hoof. Maybe she's super fast. Maybe the turn meter really adds up. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Wreck-It Nick says if Plarium decides to make her A2 protected, decrease resistance, I might go for her. I don't expect them to do any changes. They never do. They might buff her afterwards if she's really weak, but it's unlikely. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, are we gonna lose to a single Mortu Machab? Uh-oh. Don't do it, Mortu Machab. Okay, we're good. We're good. That was close though. He almost killed my 2 nukers with his two turns of Stone Skin. Kaimar failed to strip. Damn you, Kaimar. It would behoove them to do. Oh my. Yeah, they might like... They might do like a guaranteed champion or something during Summon Rush for her. I don't know. Like, I'm honestly expecting the events to be pretty easy. Like, this seems like a real filler fusion, doesn't it? It looks like it's a filler. It looks like it's pure filler, and that there's something cool coming next month. Like maybe the next dungeon or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe there's nothing, but it sort of has that vibe to me. But we'll see. We'll see. Love how everyone is chewing the cud over the possibilities for Loriaka. Oh my god. Mortu McChad. I like that. Is there something super hard to do for Arbiter in the missions? No, I'd say the Arbiter missions aren't too tough, really. It's just sort of your general progress, right? Getting up into Ultra Night. Do you even need Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss? I don't know. Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss may be getting to stage 20 in all the dungeons. That's much more doable. Like when I did it, like back in the day, stage 20 Spider was really tough. If you have Artak is going to do stage 20 Spider for free, so it's really no stress. 200 votes in the poll. 201, excuse me. We had 70. 56% of you said no, not going for the Great Hoop Loriaka Fragment Fusion. 21% said yes, you are, and 21% are undecided. That's pretty interesting. Let me take a screenshot of that because that's interesting. Huh, cool. Good to know. The last mission for Arbiter is 100 million damage in Nightmare. Good to know. Well, we would have lost this fight. We might still lose, actually. If we have really bad luck here, the Hex could start throwing bombs back from Gaia's passive onto us. That could be really bad. We're good. There we go. The champ chase will be 2x Void. Imagine a Void guaranteed during 2x. They could do it, or they could do a good 10x Void during 2x Voids. I would not be surprised to see something. I also really feel that with... I'm kind of surprised with the 2x Sacred Shard event, right? And so many people, like I saw so many people pulling shards for Kaimar in the 2x Sacred. I wouldn't be shocked to see like a 1+1 Sacred event. Like, you know, you pull a legendary from Sacred Shard, get a second free. I wouldn't be surprised to see that or guaranteed or something in the near future, but we'll see. They often don't do that sort of stuff during fusions, but seeing as this fusion is so underwhelming, maybe they actually will. I'm not entirely sure what to expect. Need Yumiko? Yeah, Yumiko's pretty great, to be honest. She's pretty great. Definitely a top tier champion. Again, because I've got so many good champions, she wasn't like as game changing to my account as some of the earlier ones I got, you know? Like, I'd say Kandrafon, for instance, was more game changing than Yumiko was, just because he was the best nuker I'd ever pulled at that point. He was from Guaranteed, in fact. You can sheep the minions in Ice Golem? Yeah, you can. Yeah, Biohack. It's very annoying. Elva sheeps them. So I'm actually in some ways glad for the Polymorph nerf on Elva. I'm going to switch her over to not Polymorph. But yeah, it can be very annoying. But yeah, you can sheep Ice Golem minions. It's hilarious. How do I have Yumiko and no Duchess? It's just the way it goes, man. Game's a dice roll. What can I say? We're due for a 2-for-1 Sacred? Yeah, so I wouldn't be shocked if we did that. But yeah, like, they're not going to do it right now because we got CvC on. And they certainly wouldn't announce it until CvC's over because we've got like a 10x Sacred Ancient event right now. But yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they do some sort of shard events. The things we said today in Rage Hat Legends, I wouldn't be shocked if they did some sort of shard event. Yeah, I'm smart. What am I going to switch her to? Probably just the Intimidating Presence, I think. You know, it gives her a bit more speed for Ice Golem and Dragon, like, it's okay. But I'm not really super sure. Guaranteed Lego champs seem to be very good. Yeah, they are generally. Again, not always. You can have a dud. You can have a champion that is bad. But yes, generally guaranteed legendary champs are one of the best ways to use your shards. Pretty much. The ones for sacred shards are nearly always really good. Couple of exceptions, but they're nearly always extremely good. The sacred ones, but they're very expensive. You know, you have to save up a lot. Like, I would want to have like 20 sacreds saved up. That takes a long time and a lot of patience, and possibly skipping fusions to do, but it can definitely pay off. Like, the most recent one was Michinaki, was that Summon Rush event. You could obviously supplement other shards in there as well, but it's well worth that. If you had the shards to get him, well worth having. Is Oboro worth leveling as a mischief tank for normal and hard Hydra? Yeah, I think so. Oboro's great. She's one of my faves. She's really, really solid mischief tank. She's going to put out good damage, backup decreased defense, or even your main decreased defense. If you're willing to do it like semi-auto, she has buff strip as well, which is super good. And yeah, she's stat intensive a bit, but if you're doing normal or hard, that's where her damage is going to be much better. And yeah, it's going to be easier to get those stats. So is Kymar worth booking? 100%. I'd say Kymar is probably still the second best champion from Ancient and Sacred Shards. I think Duchess is the best. I think Kymar is the second best, probably. Do you think they'll ever do a 1+1 for Void Shards? Yes. Almost definitely at some point. Why wouldn't they? Is he speed tuned? No, uh-oh. But no, can Nifron? That was close. We have to manual that. But yeah, I think a 1+1 from Void Shards is definitely something they would do. And I think that would be probably that would be the best event. Like, if you got close to your Mercy timer, that would definitely be the best way to use them. 100%. Kymar does a lot unbooked. He does, but he's also so good. You kind of want him booked as well. For Arena, you definitely want him booked. 100%. Like I said, it might not be super urgent, but I definitely would. Depends where you're using them, I guess, but... Oh my god, you got Michinaki with only green shards? See, you had 20,000 green shards? How do you even get 20,000 green shards? I have like 2,000. You've got 10 times as much as me. That's insane. I think people undervalue the worth of Summon Rush or Champion Chase while pulling shards. If you end up pulling 10 Sacreds to proc 1+1, you lose out so many bucks, energy, and goodies. I would say bucks is the one. Yeah, like if you do skip the events, you're going to miss out on bucks. I think that's a fair worry for sure. Uh-oh, that's not good. So Polymorph there totally screws us. That's very bad. Oh, and Rotus is unkillable? Of course he is. Oh, at least he... Weak hit? But he's an extra turn? Wait, what? What the shit and heck is going on here, boys? Nope. Polymorph. Damn you, Polymorph! No, don't get extra turns. Oh, never mind. That's fine. Heh. That's fine. We got there. Like to see a shard pulling guide for endgame people? I've done a lot of videos on shard pulling and shards. I think I've done my part pretty well, I think. Done a lot of videos on shards. Guaranteed for mystery shards? Never gonna happen. They could do like a guaranteed rare from mystery shards or ancients or something. Like I would love to see them. They did a guaranteed cold heart from void shards. I would love to see guaranteed cold heart like as a yearly thing, or have her show up as like a permanent fusion or something. I just think everyone getting one cold heart is such a great thing for the game. It helps you in that early progress so much. It just feels like kind of a no-brainer. Artifact enhancement. It's just a lot of energy. There's not much in here. This doesn't seem worth stressing about. I just saved my silver for the fusion or whatever. That's a bit disappointing. The other ones were so good. How was your Gallant Deck of Fate? I got a 6-star thing and a 200 coins. That was my Gallant Deck of Fate. How are we at on these? So Classic Arena, we've maxed it out. We're 16th. We're not coming anywhere there, that's fine. Spider Tournament. Ah, Spider Tournament is going pretty well, actually. We could maybe, these guys are probably going to stay pretty hard on it. I don't know. It's a bit awkward because we'll be told to stop getting points for CvC. So I don't know what to do there. Oh, I just got another arena thing. Let's use it. Let's do more arena. Reefer Fool. Evening Nubs in chat. Just followed Moranix from Ancients. What do you think about her in Hydra? She's okay. Like, I mean, the Hex is really good. Decreased defense is useful. She's okay. Not amazing, but decent. When do I do minnow runs? Usually just during downtime, right? Whenever there's nothing else to do, basically. I think Raglan Marishka is kind of a nice combo because Raglan's revive is such a short cooldown. Keep picking her back up, I guess. Mishinaki 10k. Oh, was it only 10k? Sorry, was it 10k or 20k? No, you're right. Sorry, excuse me. It was 10k. It was 10,000 mystery shards, of course. I'm thinking it's 20 sacreds, but sacreds are 500 points. Yeah, sorry, I'm being dumb. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, we should kill them here. This should be double nuke from our boy, Hefrak. Although, this is such a tanky what's-her-face being protected. Oh my god, stop counterattacking. Bruh. Oh, she like weak hit there or something. That was weird. Almost died there. But yeah, 10k, 10,000 mystery shards. That's still a lot. CS said, number 8 is trying to build an unkillable clan boss from scratch. Should take me around 2 to 3 weeks unless I mess it up. Don't have enough epic books. I expect you to get during that time. Any advice? 90 days in. I would say probably... I would say to probably wait until you're sure to get it. Like, if you're going to break other teams, like, don't break a currently working clan boss team to build another one if you're not sure that you have enough silver and books to make it work. Because what can happen is you break your team and then suddenly you can't even do clan boss anymore. And now you're like, oh, I don't have enough books, I don't have enough silver, and I can't do clan boss. And it could be days. You could miss out on multiple days of clan boss drops. So that's the only sort of tip I would have. So nothing too crazy. Wow, this guy's super fast. What the heck? This guy's Speedy Gonzalez over here. Where do I use Calvalax? At the moment I just use Calvalax for Faction Wars. So I did use him in Hard Hydra for a bit. He's good for Hard Hydra. He's probably pretty alright for Dragon Hard as well. But yeah, it's a bit of a... I don't use him that much right now. I've got 2. I don't use them that much. I could build like a Poison Explosion team for Doom Tower waves, but I've got a Seer team, so who cares, you know? Hey, YST, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. You gonna be streaming today? Do Cold Heart Masteries help? Yeah, Masteries make a really big difference. It's very easy to underestimate the impact that Masteries have. That's what I'll say. Masteries make a really big impact, especially for damage dealers and what you're going to do. Like, you'll do a lot more with Masteries. You'll be streaming later in the afternoon? Cool. I might catch you then. I'm going to be finishing up soon. Gotta go do walking with Puppy. It's puppy walking time. I'm miserable. I'm being absolutely destroyed by hay fever when I go outside at the moment. So, you know, it might be a short walk. You need a lot of patience to train a puppy to walk. And being patient and having hay fever, those are 2 things that don't go together. Do I have Jetney? I do. I do have Jetney. I have Jetney. I have Alsgore. I don't have enough legendary books to use them yet, though. Maybe at some point. Jetney's going to be a lot better. Actually, that's one thing, right? One of the reasons people didn't like Jetney was... Why? Because of Polymorph messing her up. Not going to be as much of a problem now. Because Polymorph's not going to be as much of a thing. Still, though, interesting. YSC trying to twist Nub's arm to do a major shard pull collab with you and Hell Hades in December. Make it happen. Well, I thought it was really funny. Like, we did the collab with Plarium over on Hell Hades channel, which was like the Never Have I Ever collaboration. And the community manager kept calling us Team Hell Hades. It was like me, Hell Hades, and YST. And like, well, fair enough, Hell Hades is obviously Team Hell Hades, and YST works on hellhades.com now, so he's obviously Team Hell Hades. But I'm like, why am I Team Hell Hades here? I was like, we're not actually affiliated in any way. Like, you know, we're colleagues, I suppose. You know, we work in the same thing, and I really like Hell Hades, but I was like, I'm not on his team. Still see people running low-level poly. The polymorph nerf isn't in the game yet. It's not going to be in the game for like a month. But like, it's still going to be good. It's still going to be useful. It's just not going to be as common. Like, in particular, tanky revivers are probably not going to run it much. So, they might still run it, but No, it's not going to be as common. Like, you're not going to be putting any accuracy on a Duchess, right? So Duchess, for example, is going to be not as good with Polymorph as she was before. I was wearing I love Hell Hades socks. Okay, you got me. You got me. It's true. What was the... YST, did everyone do poems, actually? Did you do your poem thing for Scratch, for the Hydra thing? I don't remember, actually, if Odd One or Hell Hades or Scratch... I should have 3 poems. Odd One, Hell Hades, and Scratch. I don't remember if they did them. I remember MTG Jedi did a poem. I don't remember... I remember Deadwood did a haiku. I don't know if the others have done them yet. I don't remember. I've forgotten as well. Yeah, some sort of Christmas shard pulls would be fun, you know? Like, it's not going to be uncommon that people will, you know, buy themselves some shards for Christmas. That's pretty fair. Even if you don't buy shards the rest of the year, you might be like, hey, it's Christmas, I'll buy a shard pack. So, yeah, and there's always shard events at Christmas too, so... Might do something like that. Remind us in 6 months. Remind us in 6 months. If we're still here, we're still going. Hopefully. Love Ugo and Live Arena trolling Helicat and Valkyrie teams. That's actually a fun call. That's something I should consider. Because you definitely do see lots of Valkyries and Helicats. Yeah, actually getting a good block buff champion in. Good buff strippers in. It's going to be... Yeah, it's interesting. Oh no, JE, no, timeout. Polynerf simply means that medium levels of resistance on debuffers is quite impactful. Yeah, until you reach plat. Yeah, I mean, if you're in platinum, it's like, yeah, you know, but yeah. So that's an interesting thing. I was thinking about it, but if you look at Al Gore over here, not only does he care about the environment or whatever, but he actually has 50 resistance baseline. Like, that's the sort of thing that now becomes pretty valuable, right? Because now his buff strip, he's got a lot of resistance to protect against Polymorph. Like, that's something that is buildable. I think Ramantu might have 20. No, Ramantu has 30. He actually has more baseline resist than he has accuracy. Resistance actually becomes a pretty valuable stat right there. Like, that sort of stuff is kind of important. What does Madame Ceres have? She actually has 30 resistance as well. Like, that stuff adds up and is... Oh, it is actually kind of useful for those buff strippers. Like, that's something to consider. Like, how much... If we look at, like, the tanky revivers... Duchess doesn't have any baseline accuracy. What about Pythion? Probably doesn't have 0 baseline accuracy. What about Sifi? 0 accuracy, right? So Polymorph on them is going to be a lot weaker because you're going to have the base resistance. Now, you obviously need lots of base resistance to overcome it, but it's a start. Elva, 0 accuracy. And that's probably going to be consistent with any of these tanky revivers. Arbiter probably does have some accuracy. Arbiter is 10. I mean, it's something. But yeah, so that's going to... Let's kind of balance things out a little bit, right? That the tanky revivers are the ones that are going to be hit hardest by the nerf because they're not going to have any baseline accuracy apart from Great Hall, Faction Guardians, that sort of stuff. And they're not going to build any accuracy. So if you've got decent base resistance and you throw in like a little bit of resistance on a non-damage dealery type champion, they're suddenly going to be able to buff strip and resist the polymorph pretty easily. Like, that's the way I'm looking at it. Ultimate Death Knight, any base accuracy? He might. And like, Ultimate Death Knight, you could build with accuracy, actually. And his accuracy becomes much better with Polymorph being nerfed as well, funny enough. So I think Ultimate Death Knight actually probably not going to be hit as hard at all by the Polymorph nerfs. Like, he can actually make use of some accuracy. unfortunately, because he's annoying. He's an annoying champion. He is 20 base accuracy, 40 base resist, so he's got a decent chunk of accuracy to start working with. So yeah, he's still going to be good. He's still going to be a potentially good polymorph. Yeah, even having him at just 200 accuracy with polymorph or something is going to make it so that, yeah, I think it's still going to be a champion you're going to have to watch out for, unfortunately. Hate to say it, but that's the way it is. Someone was asking when I do Minotaur. Like right now, I'm probably going to do a bunch of Minotaur during this clan versus clan tournament. There is like nothing on. I might as well. Another thing someone said earlier, I just got reminded of it because going into this Minnow run, King Galkabar, we will have Faction Crypt for Sylvan Watchers starting, I think, in July. So it's fairly likely that we could have a Sylvan Watcher, Sylvan Watcher fusion next time. I think it's pretty likely. People will want to do it for the Faction Crypt. I don't think... Have we had a Sylvan Watcher fusion? I don't think we've had a Sylvan Watcher fusion. Am I wrong? No, we did. We had Oella. I'm an idiot. We had Oella. So, yeah. But, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if there was some Sylvan Watcher stuff over the next while. Can I show my potential Sylvan Watcher Faction War team? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll show it after this. Sylvan Watcher needs a legendary nuker. The only attack-based nuker is Eilil. There you go. Eilil suddenly became really, really strong as well, guys. I think Eilil suddenly became very good. He's really going to benefit from the polymorph nerfs. Really benefits. And this is why, like, this is why it's tough to make calls. Like, we had guaranteed Eilil, and like the criticism, rightly so, to be fair, is that he really gets messed up by polymorph. But they came and they've nerfed polymorph. Like, the meta can change in ways you don't expect. Eilil, he's got 30 base resist as well. It's unlikely you're going to build any on him, but like, you might give him a necklace and put like quad resist on the necklace instead of quad attack and be like, hit not as hard, but that resistance, so he can resist the polymorphs. But he's very good now. Very good, I think. But yeah, you're right. There's no other attack nuker. Got 4 supports, 1 defense, 1 attack, 1 HP. We could definitely see like a defense or attack based damage dealer, even HP based damage dealer legendary for Sylvan. That's a pretty good prediction. That'll be my bet for the next fusion after Great Hoof. It'll be a Sylvan Watcher. Was there anything in the what's next? Raid Shadow Legends. What's next? 3 months ago.
Hey everyone, welcome to the first What's Next in Raid episode of 2023. It's only fitting that we kick the year off with... And finally, it wouldn't be a What's Next video without showing off some awesome new champions.
That champion isn't in the game. That champion isn't in the game. That's some sort of high elf from the looks of it.
The pipeline. Many of these fabulous barbarians, fashionable Ogrins,
Brazoor,
and their friends are all but ready to jump into the summoning pool and join the fight for Teleria.
Clydna.
If you are still in the early stages of development.
That's I Love You Sinya, YST and me's favorite champ. This isn't in the game. That looks badass too. That's some sort of Sylvan. Ooh.
Worth the wait, and we think you guys will love them. And
that has potential. That's a sick looking werewolf champ. That's very cool. That's obviously Sylvan Watcher. That looks like a legendary to me.
Some awesome new...
This one could be legendary, could be epic. So, I don't know. There's 2 in there we could definitely see. Neither one looks like a Sylvan Watcher fusion. That looks like a legendary Skinwalker and a High Elf. High Elf needs more champs too. Like that champion had a very strong Royal Guard vibe, you know? Man, and Skinwalkers used to be terrible. Skinwalkers is becoming one of the best factions. Their epics are garbage, but the legendaries, like you've got like Longbeard's okay, Hackhorn's okay, Norag's nah. Like Razelvarg's pretty good, Uko's great, Brachus is okay. Nishak is great. Sniktrak's great. Samson's pretty great. Cleoptrix, not bad. Ragash is really good. Karanar's pretty good. Timisia Leorius are great. Like, you've got a lot of really good legendaries in there now. I actually need to rebuild my Ragash. Now I got Sifi. Like, defense nukers for me just became like the business. Oh, that's I don't want to fight Leorius. Void Legendary Fusion. They do tend to do one a year. Wait, when was the last Void Legendary Fusion? What was the last Void Legendary Fusion? I've forgotten. I remember Vlad. We had Supreme Alhain pretty recently. Supreme Alhain, right? So that was pretty recent. So I wouldn't expect another one too soon. Skinwalker's got 3 fusions in the last 7 months. Yeah, they've been slamming out the Skinwalker fusions. There's no doubt. But that werewolf we saw, that werewolf looks to me like an attack-based champion. That could be pretty hype. Looked very cool. We've used up our arena tokens. Okay, great. Well, where are we doing over here? We've got real team. I hate that. I hate when you're stuck fighting real teams. Okay, so someone was asking me what I think my Sylvan Watcher Faction Crypt team is going to look like. So slot number 1, Elva, Speed Aura, Revive, all of this, like, cleansing, block debuffs, increase speed, tons of healing and healing. So Elva is the number 1 champion for safely clearing this faction. Might not be in there, obviously, in speed teams. You might just run full damage eventually, but for the first time getting through, she is the best champion, and it's not even funny. Number 2 spot, Mist Rider Dave. Dahi. It's the Irish name for David. So Mist Rider Dave over here provides his own increased attack, which is great. AoE, decreased defense with extra turn. A1 with extra turns, even buff stripping. This guy is god tier as well for the Faction Crypt. He is going to provide you with tons of damage, decreased defense, buff stripping. He is going to be MVP. I think, honestly, the two of them can duo the faction. That's your Faction Crypt team. Elva plus Dahi. Done. For me, I'm obviously going to slot in, if you've got Galgabar like I do, Oella. Put in, honestly, any of these legendaries, just put them in as well. For the epics, like, they're all really good for Faction Crypt. For the epics, I'd say Nia. Nia is very strong with strengthen, resetting cooldowns, AoE, A1. She's quite good. Duodan might be okay. You know, shielding the team, increasing ally buffs. He's got Taunt. He's got Cleanse A1. He could be quite good depending on the boss. Ruella could be pretty good with the crit rate turn meter. She could be good for the boss for damage. There's no increased attack for this faction though. So all of your attack-based nukers are quite a bit weaker. If you don't have Dahi, does Kellen give himself? Kellen's pretty good. And he's a good... like, I might run Kellen. He's got AoE. He's got decreased speed. And he has A1 weaken. He's not bad. Enda is okay as well. But not amazing. Obviously, if you don't have Elva, Wiranon. She's a good one with the revive. Not a good champ, really, apart from that. Lockwayne is okay. Did a video on Lockwayne with YST's alright. Honestly, the rares are pretty decent too. Tierlach's quite good. Decrease attack. AoE decrease... AoE with increased speed. Then a Veil with the shield for your team. He's pretty good for a rare. Not bad. Kate. I'm probably going to use Kate. She's not bad. AoE with cooldown increase. She's good for some secret rooms, so she's kind of worth building. But yeah, sort of my vibe. My vibe is Elva, Dahi, and then probably tanky champions. I'm going to do Elva, Dahi, Galkabar, Oella, and for the fourth one, I don't know, maybe Ruella? But I don't really care. Maybe Kate. I've got Kate level 60. I might just use Kate. We'll see. Ornn and Elva. Yeah, Ornn. I didn't mention Ornn. He's obviously quite good with the poisons. He'd be good against the boss and stuff. He'd be slow, but yeah, he's fine. Put him in. He's not going to die. Him and Elva are going to be super tanky. Kill things slowly. Throw in a Dahi. So it's pretty flexible, right? The only issue with the epics is going to be keeping them alive. That's where that rare dude with the shield could be pretty good to keep your epics alive. He could be a great tank, actually. He could be quite good. We are nearly at the final reward in the Anniversary Bannerlord tournament. Oh, really? Oh, nice. Let's check that out, actually. Yeah, the rares are really strong. Yeah, they're good for secret rooms as well. Got quite lucky with the rares from Sylvan Watchers. What was I gonna look at? So, in the news, the Bannerlord tournament. Continue. Oh, nice. 22 hours left. Yeah, we're gonna get Legendary Skill Tome. That's sick. That's looking like we're gonna max it out. Brilliant. So, yeah, this stuff to look forward to. 6-star Legendary Chaos Ore, 500 energy, 3-day XP, a rank 5 chicken, and a Legendary Tome. That's pretty great. That's actually really good. Looks like Baron absolutely smashed poor old Septimus in the finals. That's a bummer. Like I said, I think Septimus is way cooler than Baron. The only thing Baron has going for him, in my mind, is he has a spear. But the spear looks pretty shit. I guess like a halberd or whatever. Like, Baron's kind of cool. He's too shiny, though. He looks silly. Septimus, he's a bit like old, a bit low res, but he's got the stance. He's got the iconic helmet. Septimus is a badass. The sword is cool, but big old spear is a bit more practical, mostly. Why do they put Oella's... Yeah, dude, well, on the test server, right? On the test server, what's his name? I don't, because I remember Ultin of the Shell, he was in Sylvan Watchers on the test server. He was in Sylvan Watchers. But then they switched him into Dark Elves. So, to be fair, when I saw him in Sylvan Watchers, I was like, that's kind of cool. He does look like a Dark Elf, though, to be fair. He's all, like, pale. But yeah, poor old Ultin. Yeah, he would be much better in Sylvan Watchers, that's for sure. I don't even have him, but... Baron has a cooler profile picture. Septimus, Baron. I don't know, they're pretty similar, right? I quite like the Septimus profile picture. Baron's is alright too. Will everyone get the rewards? Yeah, I think everyone should get all the rewards, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if people might have picked Baron because they're like, oh, if I pick Septimus, I won't get the rewards. But no, everyone should get them. It's just a fun thing to participate in. Ultin is a good champion. Not particularly. I think he's fairly average nukes, but not amazing. They should give Septimus. What does Septimus need? He needs maybe like a shorter cooldown on his A2 or something. Septimus, he needs something. It's like he's really been power crapped. He's a great fun champion, but yeah, he needs a shorter cooldown. Like the single target max HP nuke is just not that strong when all of the bosses are capped on max HP nukes and it's on a long cooldown. It's like you'd rather have it AoE or like a double hitter, have it be AoE. You need something, you know? He definitely needs a buff. Like, he's not a bad champion. He's a decent champion, but he's just been power crept so hard. Yeah, if Holy Sword, that would be my preference, actually. That is my preference. Making his A2 a double hitter. That would be my preference. Double hit A2. So that he's got the best single target max HP nuke in the game. And like obviously Acrisia has that on a 2-turn. As well as a 2-turn AoE, she's a million times better. But like, Acrisia is so overpowered, it's not even funny. And that's just the way she is. Like, she's just like ridiculously broken. But yeah, I think Holy Sword being a 3-turn double hit max HP nuke would actually be pretty good buff for him. And would make him like properly powerful, properly legendary. Best Raid Shadow Legends content creator. Here's why. I don't know, but your accent and voice is very nice in videos. Hey, well, thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Buff Norog? Yeah, no, man, Norog is super power prepped. I feel bad for Norog. Norog is a disaster. Like, he's literally worse than the epic block buff champions. Like, Ugo is so much better than Norog. It's painful. Elisanya now is better than Norog, I would say. Umbral Enchantress, pretty much better than Norog. Like, poor Norog is so underpowered. He needs a buff big time. He needs a buff. Poor Norog. How hard is the Orc 21 boss in Faction Wars? A little tricky. I guess there's a couple of revivers in the faction now that are good. But the boss is a little tricky. Buff Artak. Don't think we're gonna see any Artak buffs ever. Yeah, you can make the debuff extension from Septimus irresistible. That'd be good too. Nubs collabs with YST. The energy's off the charts. So fun. Thanks. Yeah, they're the most fun collabs always. Me and YST, they're a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys like those. I mean, even if Norog had an AoE A1, he's still not that strong. I think he needs more. He needs quite a big rework, honestly. He needs a few extra things in his kit. Like, it just feels bad that it's just ridiculous that he's totally outperformed by epics. It's just dumb. You have Raka, Artak, Tagore, Sandlash, and Brask. Oh yeah, you'll easily smash that faction crypt. That's so easy for you. Did Septimus ever make it into the bolster meta? I don't really think so. No. He does get a bit of play in Sand Devil because he's good affinity for stage 25. But I think Armiger even competes. Armiger's got the 2-turn cooldown max HP nuke. I think he's almost as good. Pretty awkward. We need an AoE 2-turn buff duration reduction. Yeah, I mean, even more champions with the 1-turn AoE buff duration reduce would be pretty good. That's sort of a thing on epics, but like, you got the high elf chick is pretty good. High elf chick's not bad to counter Stone Skin. Not great, but not bad. What's her name? Andrissia. To use the AoE, decrease enemy buffs by 2 turns. Would be cool to see that on another legendary. On a legendary would be good. Buff strip, yeah. But yeah, like, I think this one, Elisanya, she's better than Norog. Sad but true. Ugo's obviously way better. Poor Norog. They should make him hit hard and maybe give him decreased defense, block buffs, and I don't know. He needs something. His A1 is really bad. Passive is good. He's got a good passive. I think people have given him pretty favorable reviews. He's not great though. He needs a buff. Big time. Right, we've got lots of Minotaur points to get. Probably we'll just do that. But I think that is a great place to leave the stream. We've been going actually for quite a chunk here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. What was that? We've been streaming for, yeah, it's over 2 hours. Hope you guys had fun. I'm going to go get lunch and walk the puppy. That's the goal. And yeah, I'll see you later. Don't know what the video for later today is going to be. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys had fun just chilling, hanging out. Again, a reminder, that poll earlier on was about 50% of people are planning to skip Great Hoof Loriaka. Then it was what, about 20% were like, I will go for her. 20% we're still waiting to decide. Maybe it was more like 60% we're going to skip. I think it was like 58% skip. 21 yes, 21 undecided, something like that. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. I hope you all had fun. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Thank you everyone for the support. I will not be here for the next CvC. I'm here until Sunday and then I'm going on holiday. So unless the puppy gets really sick again, then we might have to cancel. We'll see. But yeah, not going to be here for the next CvC. So yeah, I won't see you for that one. It's going to be personal rewards. Good luck in advance. But yeah, look, I'll see you plenty over the next week. See you soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.